Hello, everyone, and welcome back to I've Got Next with myself, Austin, and as always, Smeef Erickson.
It's me.
And today we're going to go through something a little special and a little different after finishing Warhammer 40k Fire Warrior. Decided to go back to a classic, Fallout New Vegas.
And also due to current events.
Yes, very true, very true. And I will say, but we're going to play through with some special rules. This is what I have dubbed the One Life to Live mode
YOLO.
of play. And what that involves is got to play through on the hardest difficulty, survival mode in this case. And you only get to play through one time, and if you die, that's it, game over, and you delete your save. So we are going to attempt to fulfill the role of a courier and make our way to New Vegas and deliver a chip and not die, hopefully.
I sort of selfishly hope that this goes on because I really did. I love this game. This probably one of my favorites of the series.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
And a lot of it has to do with like so this was Obsidian developed this. This wasn't Bethesda entirely.
Correct.
So it was it definitely had a polish to it.
Oh, yeah. I think when it first launched, it was probably the coolest setting we'd ever seen compared to Fallout 3.
Mm-hmm. The game that was entirely in a sepia tone filter.
Oh, yeah. Just the drabbest environment ever.
Mm-hmm. And to be fair, I mean, you're in the Moab Desert, so it's very much, in a desert place. However, you spend a lot of time in New Vegas, and it's sort of if you're immersed in the game, it's sort of a break from the reality of being in a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah, and I would say this kind of comes close to capturing the original feel of Fallout 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of zany retro-futurism.
The Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults.
Hi, Ron
When they
Perlman.
opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up. You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You know something about Ron Perlman that doesn't get talked about too much?
Lay it on me.
He was in a 1980s TV show with Linda Hamilton about Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I remember that show.
Yeah. I have vague memories of it. Just a weird place for two big names to get started, I guess.
Can you tell me your name?
Alrighty, our first step. And I thought maybe this would be fun if we did this together. I will do a first name of Catherine.
Oh. How childish can I be?
I mean, I say childish it up here.
I'm going to go with Porkwhistle.
Ooh. Oh no. Okay. Okay, I can make this work. Catherine. Porkwhistle. Okay. Nope. Whistle. We're so close. Yes. Porkwhistle.
Porkwhistle.
We're from the Vermont Porkwhistles.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
I mean, it is a pretty stupid name.
Welcome. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits
A couple of
the
interesting
lead out.
points from this
I
game.
take pride in my needlework.
There's, I don't know if you
better
saw
tell
the
me
massive
if I
amount of
left you in
DLC
an
things
odd
being
place.
added right there at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But there is quite a few extra bits added on the end of this game that kind of just add things to trivialize the beginning. Come on, randomize. Boy, isn't that a randomization? And
Yeah,
tell
I
me when
had
to
the
stop.
and stop.
Alright.
That's a
Randomization.
pork whistle if I've ever seen one.
We're one of the Shadow over the Innsmouth people.
But yeah, I had the pre-order bonus or the pre-order DLC. I don't remember. I think it came with like an armor set, but it also came with the. It also came with the canteen that never ran out of water.
Yes, and that was one of the things that I was most interested in because we're playing on survival mode, in which you have to eat, drink, and sleep and all of that. But the canteen completely trivializes that.
Well, I got most
Yeah.
of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
This still looks pretty good for a game this old.
Oh yeah.
Don't mind me. Well, we can't steal too much yet because we don't have an inventory or stats. This will bring us to our next bit of gameplay that I thought would be quite fun, in that we have randomized
So
stats.
far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick
Anybody
really
wanting
about
to
all your
play
fun.
along, just look up the random New Vegas character generator. I will say that there's not a whole lot that to do with the randomized stats in this. They generally kind of even out. Nothing comes out to be too different here. But basically what rolled out is we kind of become a talky character.
Oh. Let's see. Oh, yeah. 7 in charisma.
Chris. Yep. And then. Nope. Let me go back and read. It is.
Oh, you still got 3 points.
Yep. I forgot to add the rest. We are pretty low on strength.
Woof.
Yep. But we are great on charisma, which will
Oh,
help,
damn.
theoretically.
Yeah, I mean, that'll
Good
get
to
you
see
pretty
them
far.
bullets
What was our
don't
luck?
affect
I
your
didn't see.
charm none.
I
Well,
think we are
know
luck
your vitals
7.
are good,
Oh,
but that don't mean them
Time to hit the
bullets will
slots.
leave you nuttered in a bighorn or drop.
Yes.
What do you say you take a seat in my couch
Good job.
and we go
Press
through
space.
a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
say apple.
Nope, that's jumping. I found a book, Doc. Doc. Okay.
If only I'd love you can just kind of screw around like that. It'd be funny though if they ever reacted
I'm
to
gonna
it.
say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Now, let's see. Catherine Porkwhistle. Clearly upper crusty. I'm going to say
House.
newspaper. Renovation.
Night.
Sleep.
Bandit.
I like that Swiss cheese is in here. But I think Miss Porkwhistle
Light.
would bribe.
Mother.
Human shield.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament.
Yep.
Okay.
I took my own
now,
mother
I got a few
hostage.
statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Do we consider espionage and corporate takeovers conflict?
Is it conflict? It depends
I'm
on
gonna
where
say-
you're sitting.
I'm going to say there's no greater battlefield than
Corporate.
the corporate
I
war.
ain't given to relying on others for support.
No,
That seems
they can go
true.
hell.
That seems pretty true. I mean, the life of a lonely
Yeah.
courier.
Yes, exactly.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
Nope.
It depends on how much I've drank.
I'm slow.
Well, I don't know. With our charisma, she might be.
Ah, but we're a courier. She just happens to have charisma.
Ah.
She's wanting to seek the lonely life. No, I think she kind of likes technology.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
If there's one thing we learned from our mother back when she was the corporate head of Porkwhistle Incorporated,
Almost
take
done
life
here.
by the horns.
What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
How did you change that without looking at it?
He's the mind freak.
This is what happens to Chris Angel in the future.
Okay. How about this one?
Laser gun.
Last one.
This one bothers me every time still. It's two bears high-fiving. It is nothing else. That's what it is. But fine.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Yeah, this was.
Okay.
I kind of wish. I mean, I know you do have the option to stick with it, but it would be neat if like you were forced to play with how you answered the test questions.
You know what? That's a good idea. I think maybe rather than go through our randomization of stats, we should just play with what we have. I don't think we'll be meleeing a bunch of things, but, you know, she walked into the
Before I
wasteland
turn you
like
loose,
this.
I need
Mhm.
one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense
Haven't
of
you
your
cleaned
medical
up in
history.
like 200
Just a
years?
formality.
I guess at least you
Seemed like
swept
I
here.
expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
You don't know. Alrighty, on this one we did roll randomly,
All right.
and so we got fast shot, less
Good.
accurate but shoot
Great
faster,
Great for melee characters.
and heavy-handed.
Oh, that'll work.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think the melee is going to come
Alright,
into
I
play.
guess that
Combat
about
is
does it.
very deadly on the
Come
hardest
with me, I'll see
difficulty.
you out.
Mm-hmm.
Midsection cam. Yep, we'll be right there, Doc. Just gonna do some things over here. Don't you worry.
Sarsaparilla.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
We don't have the science, so well, we can repair things reasonably well. Gonna assume with a mom who's always working, we were forced to care for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, take all of that. Oop. Nope, don't need that. Oh, yep, we'll be right there. We're still doing stuff.
I'm a coming.
Don't mind, just tidying up. Yep, just,
I'm real slow. You know, just.
and I got shot in the head. You should be more supportive.
Yep.
Cigarettes, hell yeah.
Much like in prison, these are currency.
Very true. And apparently they last a lot longer than I thought. I did see there is a gentleman on YouTube who opens up and eats out of old rations.
Nice.
You would be very surprised at how old some of the things he's eaten and says are okay.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war.
It's a very
We all
fetching
got one.
kerchief.
Ain't much use to be now, but you might
Almost
want
an
such a thing
ascot.
after what you've been through.
Ooh, a
I know what
cravat,
it's like
if you will.
having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife's. I think she was about your size.
I
but
kind
she
of would like it
hardly
if you
wore
give that
after
to
we
you,
left the
even
vault.
if you were a male
Felt it
character.
was too
Mhm.
brazen. I don't. You should talk to Sonny Smiles before you. I reckon some of the other
Yep.
folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway,
I
you
was
better
just
get
about
hurt
to
out
say,
there.
I
You come
wonder if,
right back. I'll fix
what was
you
this
up.
like? This is like
Try
the year
not to
23
get killed
something.
anymore.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, hell yeah, hardcore mode.
Nice. Because I was curious if like if by this time in the future if we've made social progress, but then I just remember the Brotherhood.
Well, and let's not forget that it is a future as envisioned by the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now all the other DLCs. Okay. So, lovely starter hub here. But Catherine Porkwhistle is not one for hubs and easy baby starter areas. She is for getting on down the road towards New Vegas. Cool, interesting robot man? Nope, no time. Boy, there's a lot of DLCs in this. Let's see. Yep. And
He
yep,
is
we're gonna
voiced
need
by the robot there. Can't remember his name, but he is voiced by William Sadler.
This.
Yep.
Go for it. Go for it.
I was just gonna say, he was from like Shawshank Redemption and like Green Mile.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of amazed at the amount of voice acting talent they got in this. Felicia Day is fantastic in this.
Of course,
Also,
they got Ron
game-
Perlman back. They had Liam
Game does
Neeson
not
in
look
3.
half bad.
No, not at all. It doesn't.
Yeah, Liam Neeson in 3 is the world's dumbest dad.
He tried.
Also, playing these old games makes me just remember, like, playing the old Skyrims and having to bunny hop everywhere to level up your athletics. It just comes naturally.
Or in Morrowind, when you could like just about clear an entire field with a single jump.
Oh boy, that's a one life to live playthrough I'd like to see. Nope.
It's a toughie.
Why would we need to change anything about our character? We're perfect.
Now, I'm assuming, since we're role playing, I'm assuming she's not. She's a simple courier, so she's not one for conflict.
No, and on this difficulty, it would behoove us not to get into conflict ever.
However, I think she is she was so dedicated to the job that if you in any way inhibit her trying to make a delivery, she will attempt to destroy you.
I think so as well. The corporate life prepared her really well for the life of a moral-less post-apocalyptic survivor.
Well, they got a bunch of bullets in there.
Yes.
Unlocked with a key?
Yeah, you find a little key on that desk there.
Oh, okay.
And now a little bit of interesting divergent storytelling is if you stay in the main starter village and play through, you can make an enemy of the guys sitting up here. They are what's one of the groups of people called the Powder Gangers. But since we don't fight on either side of things, these guys don't care who we are. And we can stroll on by. Happy Porkmas to you. To all, a good Porkmas.
Ham.
Num, num, num. And I do know, or I should say Catherine knows, that there is a outpost of her courier company in the Buffalo, or near the Buffalo Bill roller coaster and hotel there.
Okay. Oh, are you near an enemy?
Well, it decided to tell us about vats because there are some wandering geckos and rad roaches up here who, surprising, will actually fight each other. But we'll just skirt them and let them go about their merry way and do their thing, and they will perhaps leave us alone. Yeah.
There you go.
You move a tiny bit faster when you have your pistol out, or when you have your pistol away.
I remember. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I predict this game will be a lovely walk, and nothing bad will happen ever.
I do like the NCR. They more or less.
Where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits.
The
Oh dear.
they sort of
Say you weren't
reinvented the whole "Do not tread on me" flag.
Oh yeah. The double bear, the double-headed bear. Right. So on a normal playthrough, this would be your first kind of dungeon, quote unquote. However, we will not be risking our lives for random civilians, but we do need to get across this bridge, and as you can see, it is mined.
Yeah. I mean, kind of California's flag is the bear, and I guess as with all quadrupedal animals, because you've got the Brahmin, they all have two heads. But they have the Jaguar
Yeah,
in
just
here.
well, and it's just a radiation thing. All
Yeah.
right. If we mess this up, it's game over at the beginning because I don't think we survived more than one mine explosion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes me nervous.
Easy dozer. Yep. We're all fine here.
Yeah, I think as long as you're in sneak, I think it doesn't necessarily make them go off immediately, hopefully.
So they do get the beep, but it's easier while sneaking for me to actually like put the cursor over them.
I got you.
Yeah. So this place is overrun by generic bandits. And there are some nice people holed up inside the casino there. But we have things to do and a job to get done.
Yep, we have to get.
Oh, shit. Oh. We have been seen.
Well, now you've been seen.
Yep. This perk we have that makes us 20% less accurate is fantastic, let me tell you.
We're getting there.
Let's see. What do we got? Hey, do you mind?
Well, I mean, good thing that they are also bad at aiming.
Yeah. Hey. There we go.
Oh god, I thought that was you for a sec.
We're the best.
Oh, I forgot. This is the game where if you had a companion in this game, I don't know if they would have fixed it or if they even bothered fixing it. Sometimes your companions would just wander off for no real reason. And if like halfway across the map, if your companion kills somebody, you could just be tra-la-la walking around and it's random kill cam.
Yes, that is exactly it. It would scare the shit out of you every time.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Oh, try to fix.
No, we need 65 or higher. And then we need, all of that. So,
Oh, it said?
we will not be...
Oh, you couldn't fix it without parts?
Nah, so you need, in order to fix it without parts, you need 65 or higher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we are nowhere near that. Also, interesting things. They have the morale system, but it's a little wonky. Like, hey, this house technically belongs to someone.
Mm-hmm.
But, so us taking anything means that it's stealing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The only thing I've ever really, at least in this game, the only thing notable that I could remember that it affected is whether or not a companion would follow you. Like, I know if your morality was too, evil, there's a couple of companions that would just say, hey, you're too bad for me, I can't follow you. And then there's like one who's a former bandit that if you're good, he won't follow you. And that pretty much is the only thing it seemed to affect.
pretty much. Okay. Now, I think we can loot those bodies without attracting any more attention.
I mean, they're not going to use it.
Yes.
$5.
5 NCR dollars.
Yeah.
Okay. Gently now.
Oh, I want to say that there is a word specific to when another country tries to force their currency into another country's market.
Oh, well, please tell me if you find out. That sounds delightful.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to word it, but it seems like I remember studying it in economics back in high school. Mr. Dean.
What is this high school you speak of?
Ancient history.
My favorite story to come out of Mr. Dean's class is when we had our debates and I represented the pornography industry and
Nice.
how good it was for the world. And yeah, so Mr. Dean then decided, from now on I shall call this student Smut Peddler.
He was an
Right.
incredibly intelligent person, though.
Yeah, kind of wasted on high school government and economics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we'll try the old jump off the bridge here, or we'll walk it. Also, no mods on this. This is kind of how the game looked when it launched.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, still very playable.
Oh, yeah.
Pay no attention to that tearing in the background.
Hmm.
It's an illusion. When this game launched, it launched to completely awful status. I think by this time playing the game originally, I had already crashed the desktop 2 or 3 times. It was not any better on consoles.
I didn't.
So just
Yeah, I was. Yeah, because it was like a. I remember there were like 1 or 2 missions that I got soft locked out of just because some person wasn't there or there was an item that I couldn't pick up. And it. Go ahead.
I was gonna point out there's a little bit of kind of random AI here. So you have your ghoul walking up. You have this guy which runs off behind this building as soon as they see you coming.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have a pair of powder gangers here that see what's happening.
Oh.
Sometimes the ghoul comes up, they win against them, and then complete the ambush over here. Sometimes they both get slaughtered. It's just a very nice kind of showcase of the AI in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these guys are technically hostile to us. I think it's because they are escaped criminals from Prim, rather than powder gangers who have no quarrel with us.
I got you.
Let's see. Yep, just generic convicts. So we'll let them fight, and then
Pick up the scraps.
Pick up the pieces here. Yeah, because I don't want to get jumped by these guys and the Viper gang hanging out over there.
Gotta say, those billboards were built pretty sturdy.
Gosh dang it, why are we so inaccurate?
You're doing better with a handgun, oddly enough.
Yeah, you can see I shot the gun out of his hand. He's gonna go. Where you going, little fella? He's healed himself a bit. Boom.
He died somewhere he wasn't standing.
Weapon degradation is cool in this because as guns get less and less or more and more beat up by the wasteland, you start to have misfires and jams and have to clear that. Makes for an exciting battle.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, chunky.
Ooh. I like it in this game, like when someone just especially if you've got the bloody mess perk, you could you would just you would search one of the person's giblets and it would have all of their belongings inside of it.
Do you prefer giblet or giblet?
I do enjoy a good Miyazaki film.
A studio giblet. All right, So we got a little extra stuff, so we should be able to do a little bit of repairs to our 9. I like that there's a duct tape noise, as if that's
On
what we're
every
doing
single
to her.
repair.
Yeah, so we're just taping pistols together.
Yeah. To create the ultimate pistol.
There was actually a 45 caliber pistol, like the 1911, that someone manufactured, and it's 2 barrels.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
so
got to
we'll
have a
sneak over.
bit of kick to it.
Yeah, I don't know. Having never fired one myself, but I don't want to go too far. Okay, we're still good. I don't want to get too far into the lake because there's horrific mutant ants that breathe fire. And I don't want to get hit by that ambush over there. Oh, what do we got? What are you? A scorpion. Yeah, I also don't want scorpions.
I really like the little dust devils that kick up randomly as you walk around.
Yeah, I see you, buddy. Yeah, the ambient weather effects are great. You can see there's kind of a haze over that whole dry lake bed there.
Mm-hmm.
What detects us? Is it you, crows? Is it you, scorpion? Is it you, ant? All right.
Also, something else that was kind of neat was the random radiation storms that would roll in that they started doing in 4.
Yeah, the having to go through the radiation wastes in that game was kind of a treat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we're in the clear here, so we'll just start moving. Yep, I have no quarrel with you, ant.
If you do, I don't know if we can, if Catherine would ever want a companion, but if we do come across one, I would hope it to be Grandma.
Yeah, she's one of the best. Okay, scorpion nest over there. I think we're fine. Oh, we're not fine.
Oh dear.
Nope, it's fine. It's fine. I have a backup plan. And that plan is to leave
Hmm.
and find a friendly person to help us fight. Oh, you lucky, lucky friendly people.
Let the scorpion kill them, and then you take the spoils.
Hey guys, I'm just running over here for no reason. I just want to stand on this side of you. Everything's perfectly all right.
Nope. Oh wait, yeah, it's still there, or it's showing on your radar.
Yeah, it's over there, but I think they gave up. Excellent.
Watch out!
Mercenary.
Hey
And the
there.
traveling merchant.
Need any? Sure.
I'd like to see your wares, my good man. Because also, one of the biggest hurdles is going to be the fact that you have to have 2,000 caps to get into
Oh yeah, I forgot you
New
had
Vegas.
Yeah, there was a entry fee.
Yeah, that's going to be a little tough. So we're gonna get rid of a couple of things that we're never going to use. We'll save these because, yeah, it's worth a lot of money, but it's also a really good backup weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Won't need that where we're going. There we go. We're doing all right.
Yeah.
As long as we loot a bunch of more bodies
Watch
and
out.
survive, we'll be okay.
A little more than a quarter of the way there.
Okay, we're safe. And I think a good stopping place for our first recording will be up here at the Ranger Outpost. And it's
This is
also
going to
where
be
we can-
fun. I'm looking forward to this.
I think I'm looking forward to it until there's a couple of, let's say, damage checks up ahead. Bat Town is okay, but you see that little valley off in the distance?
Mm-hmm.
There's a particularly nasty ambush that I'm not sure. I mean, we'll have to use some of our reserve weapons to get through it. There's also a good little ambush on the way to Nipton, which is the name of the town, which is a real town. Most of the locations in this game are actual locations.
Yeah.
And I'm not really gonna bother with farming or anything like that to try and get our levels up or try and make it more survivable. We are going to try and deliver our duty just as we are. And here we go. This is a nice little outpost on the edge of the wasteland that we cannot enter. The Sur not appearing in this game. It's a nice stopping point for traders and people of all professions. I think probably the sleeping area could be a little better.
Some floor mats next to the cow shed.
Floor mats are good enough for my family. And we'll just take a look at our stats as they are now. We did pretty good getting here with very little effort. We're not that thirsty, not that hungry, and we're doing good on sleep. Might kind of reset all those before we leave here with a little lunch, but so far so good. A nice start to our adventures in the wasteland. I am your king. I am slightly taller. But alrighty, I think that will do it for this episode of I've Got Next. If there's any game you'd like to see us try in One Life to Live, let us know below in the comments. As always, I'd like to thank my recording partner here, Smeef Erickson.
Howdy ho! See you later.
And we'll see you next time.
Subscribe.
Please like and subscribe.